There's a man, 80 years old, owner of the most powerful media company in the world. He has four kids, and all four believe his crown is about to land on their head. But this man shows absolutely no sign of retiring. This is the story of Succession, and its very first episode, Celebration, a name that promises joy, but delivers nothing but betrayal, rebellion, and a hunger for power. Let's break down how this Emmy-dominating show actually, Waystar RoyCo, a fictional media empire, loosely inspired by real-life families like the Murdochs and the Redstones. It's owned by Logan Roy, played by Brian Cox, who's celebrating his 81st birthday today. But the episode opens on a small, deeply human moment. In the dead of night, Logan wakes up confused, disoriented, and accidentally urinates in the corner of the room. His third wife, Marcia, quietly leads him back to bed. Right here, the show sends its first signal. This man isn't as powerful as he appears. His body is failing, but his ego, still completely unshakable. The second son, Kendall Roy, played by Jeremy Strong, is treated as the heir apparent. Right from the start, he's trying to close a deal, acquiring a digital media startup called Valter, run by a CEO named Lawrence Yee, who openly despises him and humiliates him in the meeting. Here's something the show does beautifully. The more confident Kendall tries to look, the more insecure he actually is underneath. He wants to become his father's son, but he can't bring himself to be as ruthless as his father. Logan arrives at his penthouse where the entire family and his closest associates are waiting with a surprise party. But Logan doesn't like surprises. He just smiles, says thank you, and moves on. This is where the show's funniest and darkest scene happens. Logan pulls his children aside and tells them his wife Marcia is being added to the family trust and given 2 seats on the board. Shiv asks, "Can I run this by my lawyer first?" Connor says, "I'm water. I flow wherever." And Kendall? He's already signed. No lawyer, no hesitation. Just because his father told him it was mere housekeeping, nothing serious. Then comes the real bombshell. Logan announces he is not stepping down as CEO. The very promise Kendall staked his entire life on, gone in one sentence. Furious, Kendall confronts his father. "So when exactly will you be ready to step down?" Logan's answer is the thesis of the entire show. He simply says he doesn't believe Kendall is ready. This line is brutal precisely because there's no lie in it. Logan isn't lying, he's just being honest enough that it hurts. And that's the genius of Succession's writing. There's no cartoonish villain here, no dramatic score swelling underneath cruel dialogue. There are just people telling each other the truth and breaking each other with it. The episode's most famous scene, the whole family heads out for a traditional birthday baseball game. Here Roman, the youngest son, played by Kieran Culkin, offers a working-class kid a deal. "Hit a home run and I'll give you $1 million." The kid connects with the ball but doesn't make it to home plate. And Roman? He tears up the check, right in front of the boy, just for fun. This single scene is the thesis of the entire show. Money, power, and human lives are just a game to these people. At the same game, Logan demotes his old, loyal deputy Frank with zero warning, because Roman demanded the COO title in exchange for his signature. And Kendall? He storms off the field and in a fit of rage, calls a journalist to start leaking rumors about his own father's failing health. Episode 1, and the war has already begun. People assume Succession is just rich people drama, but underneath it's really about power and how it corrodes a person from the inside. Generational trauma, wrapped in money, and most importantly, how the wealthy treat even emotion like currency. Logan doesn't give his children love. He tests them. Every conversation is a negotiation. Every gift is a move on the board. That's exactly why the title Celebration is so ironic. Nobody here is celebrating. Everyone's just jockeying for position. Fun fact, this episode was directed by Adam McKay, the same director behind The Big Short and Anchorman. And the show's creator, Jesse Armstrong, originally conceived it as a film about the Murdoch family before expanding it into this series. McKay's direction, handheld camera, natural lighting, improvised dialogue, gives the show a documentary-like feel, like we're genuinely spying on this wealthy, broken family. Honestly, Celebration isn't a perfect pilot. Some critics found it weaker than the rest of the season, and I get why. On a first watch, the characters are so unlikable that it's hard to connect with any of them. But that's exactly the point. Succession isn't trying to make you like anyone. It's showing you how power hollows people out, no matter how much money they have. And that final scene, where Logan congratulates the same kid his own son just humiliated, that quiet sense of, I know exactly how to fix this, that's the whole show in a nutshell. These people genuinely believe pain can be patched up with money. So that was Succession's very first move. A world where love is a contract and family is just another board meeting. If you haven't watched this show yet, drop a comment. Which Roy sibling do you relate to the most? Kendall, Shiv, Roman, or Connor? In the next video, we'll break down episode 2, where a twist in Logan's helicopter changes the entire direction of the show. If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and tap that bell icon.